Hey dudes, what's up? It is your pal Keith. I am here live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in England. And I've got a vintage Charvel 1986 Model 4 for y'all. If you're new to the channel, click like, click subscribe, come join the fam-lam, and drool over some killer guitars that I get from all around the world. Now, this one, as soon as I saw it, had to have it. Look at the finish on this. It is intense. Man, this thing is awesome. It's got the USA Jackson pickups. It's got the Kahler USA Kahler tremolo, which was only available in '86. All the specs and features on this, you've got the 3 individual toggle switches for on-off on the pickups. This is all top-notch, top spec that you would find on a USA Jackson soloist or Super Strat, Sandy Strat at that time. These were made in Japan, but it's interesting. They got a 3D neck plate that says Fort Worth, Texas on it. Serial number on this one is 23397. 23397. The finish, man, this thing is so bling. I love it. The whole thing looks gorgeous. Look at the back plate. It's recessed, it's flush with the body, and there's barely any wear on it. The neck, totally beautiful. You've got the scarf joint, classic signature scarf joint, and then on the back of the headstock, you've got the old style Jackson tuners with the TM for trademark. See the TM? There's a few different versions. I think the earliest ones have the TM, and then there's an R, I believe, for like reserved, and then I think it just goes away entirely and it's just Jackson. But this thing is beautiful. It's in excellent condition for being a 34-year-old guitar. It still has the white on these pickups, which is pretty wild. It's got 2 marks down here, which is a shame. But, I mean, it's a dark guitar. No one's going to notice that on stage or in the studio. I mean, look how clean the fretboard is. And you've got that old school Jackson, Charvel pointy headstock with pointy logo, which is much sought after these days. There's your Kahler nut. As far as fretwear goes, I mean, nothing to really talk about there. If I can get this to focus. There we go. It's really bright above this. There we go. Plenty of meat on those tires. Really cool. I try to get these old Charvels anytime I have the opportunity. You know, they're getting harder and harder to find. The prices on them are going up. Especially, you look at what like an Indonesian Jackson or Charvel goes for these days. This is the original Japanese beast. And your different models, pretty much, the numbers went up depending on configuration. So a Model 6 is a neck through, shark fin inlays, binding, all that jazz. The Model 5 has dot inlays. The Model 4 is the bolt-on. And I might even have this confused. I'll have to double check. Because the 4 and the 3, I can't remember if one's bolt-on with shark fins and then one's bolt-on with dots inlays. That I'm going to have to double check. But if I remember correctly, this is Model 4. And again, all the spec, the USA Jackson humbuckers, the USA Kahler trem, the 3 knobs, 3 toggle switches. It's everything you would expect on the USA Jackson. The fit and finish is absolutely on par. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Well, I've got a lot of guitars to do for you. We just did some Dave Mustaine guitars. I've got even more Dave Mustaine, Megadeth owned and toured guitars to share. So let me get off the video here and get back to making more. Follow us on all the socials. It's at Essex Recording Studios. That's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the good stuff. I'll see you soon in another video coming up after this. Later, amigos.